Alright! Welcome back everybody to Empyrion Galactic Survival! I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out on our Dark Heart co-op playthrough with FRAGaLOT! How you doing, Frag?
I'm good.
So, I've done a little bit off camera. We've renamed our small vessel the Millennial Eagle. For those of you who don't get the reference, you can stop watching now. No, it's a reference to the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars for those of you who are science fiction illiterate.
Illiterate?
Yeah, that's what I said, science fiction illiterate. But so you'll notice I've done some repairs to the ships and some upgrading. I've added additional cargo space and armor locker space. I've given us a large cargo bay over here where there used to be damage to this, and I've patched up all the exterior damage. So from the outside, this ship looks really, really good. It's just not painted and textured yet.
I see you're using controllers now. I didn't notice that before.
Oh yeah, I've been using some container controllers every now and then in here. In fact, if you come into the armor locker area, there are 2 of them in here.
Oh.
One on the left, one on the right. And that way we've got a 1000 locker. And the one over here that's got the 1000 is filled with oxygenless armors. So I found out that when you create armor, it creates oxygen in said armor. So we can just make new armors as we run out of oxygen. That way we will have a constant supply of oxygen until we find a better way to do it and can recycle the armors.
Until we can find a planet.
Right now we've run out of iron. Why is this? I could have sworn I properly textured this, but I may not have. As you will see, I am still using the dual textures tool and color tool because I don't like the new texture tool because it's you can't color just a block. You have to color it and texture it at the same time, and that gets really, really, really annoying. So yeah, I decided to just stick with the tried and true system. We're gonna have to flip these around.
No, that won't work. Oh, I see what you're doing. Never mind.
There we go. And we're probably gonna have to do that with all these around here too. Yeah.
So today's mission is we need more resources.
Yes, we require more resources, particularly iron.
And air.
And air, but we'll probably not be able to find the air that we're looking for. Why is there a hole here? Why is there a hole here? There should not be a hole here. You put this hole here. I'm blaming you, Frag.
I don't even know where you are.
I'm still where I was.
Nope, did not do it.
Okay, where is the half plate? There it is. They rearranged everything in the tools thing, and it's all weird now. But I do like that there's a whole lot of things, and they have the basic shapes so that you can utilize the basic shapes.
I wonder if you can. They have these new corridor blocks now. Can you use them in an SV?
Yes, but they'd only take
They'll
up.
be small.
But yeah, they'd be small.
Because I like these corridors. It's very Star Trek-y, Millennium Falcon-y.
Yeah. Let's.
I'm saving my charges for when we start taking apart some of those ships out there.
Okay, I see. Right now, I'm just repainting the interior of the corridor.
Yeah.
I know it's something I could do off camera, but I'm just going to go ahead and
Hopefully we can get a repair bay and just have it repair all the blocks.
Right, that's the plan. Because once I'm level 12, I'll be able to make a base repair bay and drop the capital vessel on it.
Just so people know that the name of the ship isn't originally Millennial Eagle. I changed the sign here.
Oh, the one
Actually,
up in the
Yeah,
cockpit?
the one in the cockpit. I just renamed it.
Okay, Millennial Eagle.
Everything else is the same because it's that guy's design.
What did we call our faction?
SMS? I don't know what SMS meant though.
Survivors, crewmen, human, Maria survivors.
Okay.
There. Repaired by the SMS. Hold on. Repaired.
Sounds like a phone fixed it. Phone texting.
Right.
I hope we can find a warp thingy.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be able to find a small vessel warp drive, but if we can just get some iron and
We're at the level we can make them, but we just need all the
Right.
materials.
we can make a warp tank for our shield generator that I added to the ship. Which, Frag, where are you?
I'm down here.
Okay, follow me. So, if you want to see the if you activate your jetpack and look up here, you'll see the detector that I added up there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then follow me to the other side. So over through here, we've got the access point to the other side. There we go. And you can see the shield generator over here.
Yep. There it is.
Yep.
But no tank yet.
No fuel oxygen or no pentaxid tank yet. I'm considering putting that in the engineering section somewhere once I do get it. I'll be putting it
There.
I'll be putting it in here, probably on the left or right where these little circular things are.
Well, there's room here. You can put it on the side, left or right side, because the tank's only going to be 5 blocks wide.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I want it to be accessible, directly accessible though.
Yeah, well, we
So-
can put it up here, right? We can put it right in front of the core.
We could put it right on these little pillars, I guess. Put a fuel tank on one and the pentaxid tank on the other.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to replace the keyboard on the thing right here. Okay. So anyway, our plan for today. I'm actually running out of oxygen, so we need to hurry. And then we do have an extra suit for each of us.
Yeah, I got 21.
I've got several capital vessels and small vessels already pinged on my map. And I think we ought to head out there and check them out.
I see quite a few on my map, but none of them actually on the list. I think these are ones I made.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna activate the new pilot mode, and that way we can show that off. It's not as fluid as I would hope. I mean, it works, but I was hoping that that they would add auto banking to the ship with this mode. That would make it a lot more intuitive.
But banking is really only a thing in atmosphere, though.
Yes, but in space you would want to bank yourself so that you can just to keep up with the rest of everything. It's weird, but so here we are at a capital vessel. I'm gonna go ahead and take pilot mode off now so that we can because I already showed it off just now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check out this capital vessel, start taking parts off of it.
Yeah, I need to change the suit.
I started falling down the corridor. I fell through the ground into the lower deck. Yeah, I'm gonna change suits as well. And put your used suit.
You dropped something.
Yeah, put your used suit in the okay, you did.
I did.
You're gonna want to take the EVA off of it probably, but
it had this one I put on has an EVA.
Yeah.
And an oxygen boost.
Yeah, all of them did. I just don't want to lose that EVA. We'll get it eventually. So
well, I put my EVA into the armor locker that I use.
Okay, well there's a light armor with EV. Maybe that was mine that I put in there. I don't know. Okay, so
so do you want this isn't cord, right?
No, there should not be a core on here. We just want pieces.
You should probably link.
That is a good idea. Millennial Eagle. You want to do it to the constructor input, I guess?
That's what I just did, yeah.
It says currently occupied when I try to access the constructor input. It's like you're still in there. I don't know if that's because you're linked or if that's because of what. Can you hear me?
Yes. I could link to the one that's in the back, probably.
No, I got it. I just had to manually go in there and access it.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. Now, keep in mind you will be getting radiated, so.
I did have a radiation boost.
Yeah, but adding the oxygen boost onto it made it where you wouldn't have the radiation boost. I think we've already looted this. We just need to get the steel off of it.
Because I need ammo.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have tier 2 multi-tools.
I know. So I'm attempting to pick up whole blocks just in case.
Why? We don't need capital vessel or base blocks. We don't need this size of blocks.
Okay, I switched it. They should make it where if you select salvage, it goes a little bit quicker.
Yeah, right.
Inventory already full.
I had quickly gone into the thing to check what we had gotten. Sorry, that was my fault.
All right. What is the volume anyway?
I believe
1,000.
Yeah, it's not terribly large, but it's enough for pieces to make things on the fly. Keep in mind, small vessels have low weight carry capacity, so.
Oh, I know, it's annoying. And even if you try to make a really big one, if you fill up just slightly too much, you can't.
Yeah, and if you when you have the when they eventually activate the CPUs, oh, because as of right now, only the core gives you CPU power, which means you can't even make a small vessel that can hold the maximum capacity in a single container. I mean, heck, right now our small vessel is way over the CPU usage capacity. They need to make it where
blocks also add to the CPU, just blocks by themselves.
No, the things that use CPU are cargo containers, container extensions, extension controllers, thrusters, RCSs, what else?
Generators,
fuel tanks, not oxygen tanks, mind you.
If they're gonna do that, I hope that means that we don't have there be less components to construct those things. Because usually you have to add like electronics and CPUs and stuff like that into something simple like a control.
I'm hoping that what they end up doing is making a device that will expand the CPU usage. Even if they had a 1x1x1 block for the small and hover vessels that added like 50 CPU, and then if they had a capital vessel block that was a 1x1x1 that added, say, like 500, and then if they had a like a small vessel one that was a bit larger, say a 1x1x2, and that would add 100 or 200 or something, so that you can expand it and actually
what they
have
might
more
do
stuff.
is what they might do is how they do with containers now, where you just add on adjacent blocks to it to make it hold more. It can be the same.
Okay, if they had core extensions that you could add to the core, that I would accept that. But only if they made it where you could actually shape the extensions like you can the container extensions.
Which may affect how much they can do.
Yes, just like it affects the capacity of the container extensions. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to check the box to see how much we've already gathered.
Okay.
We've got 682 steel plates. Okay, I think what we ought to do now is try to find a vessel that we haven't salvaged and get thrusters and RCSs from them, because we need the cobalt alloy. So I'm heading back to the small vessel.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the ship. Oh my frame rate's going down.
So one thing that they added, or that they changed with this latest Alpha 10 thing is they made
10.3.
What?
The experimental 10.3.
Yeah, they made it so that the suit lights aren't as visible from extreme distances. Because remember when you were way off at another thing and I was back at the Aurelian and I could see your light from way off and it was like super bright? They fixed that.
Oh yeah. Well, could you still see the cone shape?
At that point, it was just a bright flare, and they fixed that flare. So, okay, this one
it's my favorite little ship.
This one we have not done, and it may or may not be a capital vessel. Also, I figured out that there are only 3 types of recoverable capital vessels that I have in here. Let me do salvage. We want to salvage these to get the parts so that we can get the cobalt alloy.
Not enough air. Not enough air. What we could do is maybe core it, and then we can suck in the air that it has into our suits. Because there's an O2 station here.
Is there? It's an intact O2 station.
Huh? It's telling me there's no power. I can't use it.
Okay. Is there an O2 tank?
Yes.
Okay.
There's 5%, but it's not enough to actually draw from.
Yeah, there's not going to be
right over here.
There's not going to be a lot of oxygen in there anyway, and we can just pull. Well, let's see.
No, we can't grab it for what you think, but we should be able to at least pull from the O2 station into our.
If we throw a core down, that's true. It wouldn't give us a whole lot of stuff, but
okay, it's been cored.
What do you mean it's been cored?
I took out the core.
Oh, there was already a core. Okay.
It was a white core.
Oh yeah,
This is the CV I use in my single player game. I love this.
In future playthroughs of this scenario, so I've already gone ahead and changed it so that all the ships are alien faction, so that you can't really differentiate them from the ones with alien bugs on them. But also, so you have to go ahead and actually take out the cores before you can start salvaging them.
I'm getting the thrusters.
Let's see. We need electronics and computers in order to make a core.
Okay, I'm still going into the input box.
That's fine.
So that stuff should be coming in.
Okay, let's see what we got over here. So we just want to leave the station and the O2 tanks connected. We can go ahead and take up the rest of this. We can take up the constructor. This is a large constructor. There's some more electronics.
There's a clone chamber in there too.
There is right here. That's only steel plates. Armor locker. Bridge gave electronics. Food processor gives electronics.
Flux coils just for that captain's chair.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which I still think is ridiculous.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take apart this not a warp drive, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Just for the steel plates, the warp drive frame.
This is where the warp drive goes, in case you didn't tell. Which actually, in my playthrough, I actually put it to the side. I put it over one side block so I could fit a large generator.
Yeah, I saw. Which, by the way, your last episode of Darkheart just cut out in the in the end. It didn't have a finish. It was just cut out. We were in the middle of talking, and it cut out.
Crap.
I think you you split it so that you could make another episode out of it, and you just didn't. You just left it.
The one on Friday?
Episode 10. I think it was 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I watched that just before we started doing this, and I'm like, Theoretically, we should be able to take out one of these tanks, these O2 tanks, because there's enough storage capacity for both of them. So I went ahead, did that. Yeah. And these give us cobalt, but they don't give us cobalt alloy. There's very few that actually gives us cobalt alloy. Actually, did it give us cobalt alloy? No, just cobalt itself. Yeah, there's very few things that'll actually give you cobalt alloy
Making a core.
as a return.
Well, we don't. Do we? You can still make cobalt alloy because it's just cobalt and steel, right?
Yes, but we have to get actual iron, so we're gonna have to get some dirt to make iron.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's one thing that you can't salvage 100%. You can get the cobalt, but the alloy, it's, you need to...
Yeah, I got the core.
Okay, go ahead and throw it on... And either one of us who uses the thing is going to basically use up all the oxygen in it.
I need to be able to turn it on. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap.
We need a generator, we need a fuel tank, and some fuel.
Okay, it is a CV.
Okay. Unfortunately, none of the CVs are large enough to handle our SV, so I figure we'll just end up making our own CV to attach the SV to. In fact, I already started the process of making one in creative mode. We don't have enough stuff to make the Gin and the...
I'll see.
Oh, yeah. You need to change the faction of the chip.
Yeah, it already is. It says SM.
That's weird because I tried to disassemble this and it said you cannot change this structure with the multi-tool.
Maybe it changed for me, but not for you. That's weird.
Well, because I can't press P on it. I can't access the control panel or anything.
I just did, and it still said it already had the SMS on it. That's weird.
You're gonna have to change it to SMS from SMS probably. You might have to change it back to private and then back to.
Okay.
There we go.
That's weird. I thought maybe it was looking up the SV, perhaps.
Yeah, I guess it's possible, but